English translation 74th contact Monday 7th February 1977, 2311 HRs.
I had to call you because I have a problem which I cannot solve myself. It is about the house we are going to buy and where we are going to build the center. I do not know. I'm just worried that we will not raise the necessary money. Apart from 10,000 francs, I do not have a penny left because I have already put all my last 20,000 francs into everything to get as far as it is today. In addition, I have spent between 150 and 250 Swiss francs every month so far, which is another 4,000 Swiss francs in 2 years. I cannot borrow money from a bank either. So I am simply not financially able to help with the purchase of the house. What should I do? Can you not help us somehow?
You think very illogically, dear friend. Think about the work you have done so far. It cannot be paid with your stupid money. For 2 years now, you are working free of charge to fulfill your mission and to bring the most valuable good to the Earth humans, whereby you have still spent all your capital for it. All this together is already much more than we expected from you, and nobody has anything to equate with any material values. So do not worry about the fact that you cannot contribute large financial means to the purchase of the property, because you have already given many times more than anyone else can ever give. Sure, you have received a lot of help in the last months, from all our common friends, from Jacobus, Olga, Margaret, Amata, Guido, Elsa and Engelbert, but also from Hans and some others, for which we are very grateful to them, because through their untiring help alone, everything was able to maintain and develop to the present state. Had they not done so, everything would have gone much more laboriously and taken years, but this would have destroyed already established plans, especially those of the incarnation processes.
All right, but that does not solve the problem of the capital required.
Sure, that is correct. But do not trouble yourself about these concerns, for these concerns should not be yours. Nor do you understand much about these things, so you should not strive for them. What needs to be done is what your core group is doing. The fact that everything finds its way does not make everything look as bleak as you, who has no great knowledge of financial things in your anti-materialism, might see it. So let the core group regulate these concerns, because the minds of the individuals have become so sharpened by their evolutionary efforts that they will probably do the right thing. The decision of the individual is, however, up to them, because we must not interfere in their decisions in a coercive manner. Unfortunately, we cannot help you financially from our side, but our advice in every matter will be safe for you. We will advise you in building the center and in everything else, and also assist you with all other advice. If we wanted to help you financially, then we would create a grave danger, because help in this form would mean that the individuals would no longer strive for everything in the best form. Their fighting spirit would weaken, and everything would eventually be given over to us in the constant hope that we would certainly help in the event of failure or grievance, etc. But you live in a different world than we do, and therefore you must remain able to fight as individuals, which you and each individual can only do when you have to fight out your own earthly concerns. So in financial terms, you must stand on your own feet in relation to the object to be purchased, etc., and the center to be built, and contend with everything yourself. Only as you know about yourself and your work can you achieve the necessary success, as each individual is also connected with it and belongs to everything.
And if the purchase still does not come about?
As things stand, this possibility seems to be excluded. But if, contrary to expectations, the intended were not fulfilled, then this would have the consequence that all possibilities and regulations for the next century would collapse, which would have the consequence that the Earth world would go the course of destruction and that the evolution of consciousness and spirit of the Earth humans would stagnate again, because too many fanatical groups advertise sectarianism by all means. A failure would also mean that the already predetermined incarnations would have to fail in the absence of the center, and that an irreparable confusion would then arise among the initiates. Consequently, you must therefore purchase the property in question by all means, and to manage it according to our advice, but also to build the Sohar Center according to our instructions and everything else. You must not be discouraged by anything, for the property is vital for each individual in the present time as well as in all later times when the revival of the new personalities begins. The beginning will be very hard and difficult for all of you, but so will the first 7 years. But by this you must not be discouraged.
It is damn easy for you to talk, girl, because you do not have these idiotic worries about money, because you do not know such material means anymore.
Sure, but many of you will try very hard, and you will reach your goal if all decide right and act right. It will be the advantage of each individual.
That is clear to me, but nevertheless I am worried, namely that one or the other might not reach the center soon enough.
You can be free of these worries, because if everything goes according to plan in the harmony of destiny, then there is enough time for everyone, even for those who will soon no longer be among you in this world, or who will leave you.
That reassures me.
You should also be reassured, for we are concerned about you and give you all the advice you need. When all is said and done, we will also advise you on how to lead your community and everything else so you can live together in peace.
Yes, that is also a problem, but if you help us, it will certainly work out.
Sure, paths will also open up for you in the near future that will help you move forward and will also be valuable for you in the future.
What paths are these?
You will be surprised, but I do not want to talk about it. From now on, you will achieve smaller and greater successes, one after the other, which displace all negative concerns that are constantly arising against you, whereby all negative concerns against you will always be for your benefit and success.
It is nice to hear that from you.
You do not have to thank, but go now, it shall be enough for today. Exert yourself for the acquisition of the property to come, for it is of urgent importance to all of you. Let nothing negative influence you.
That is easy for you to say, girl.
Everyone tries very hard to make sure that failure is no longer possible. Also all, except for a few exceptions that will leave the group, are conscious of the importance of the realization of the intended.
Who are these exceptions, may I know?
Sure, but you should hide the names until a certain point in time.
I will, and you can give me the names later.
Sure, because the naming would not be good, because the few affected people could get into discrimination. Even false and potential traitors should not simply be pilloried, because they too have rights that must be protected.
I understand, which is why I will also remain silent, which I am sure everyone understands. It will be soon enough to talk about it when the unfortunate events have taken place.
That is so. But there is another thing I will tell you. Talk to Amada at the next meeting about the following things, which are only meant for her personally.
Okay, I will do it, even if she may not like it.
I thank you, because it saves me a lot of work. In conclusion, I would like to say to all that I am very grateful to everyone, including those who are wrong and who are becoming apostates, and that all their help for you and the mission and its fulfillment will one day bear good fruit. And that we are constantly working for you all out of gratitude, you will see in less than 14 days what a photographic proof will be given to you by us.
What are you hatching again?
You too will have to wait until then. Now go and greet everyone in love from me. Goodbye.
Then goodbye, you mystery monger. Greetings from me to everyone.